Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor. Welcome to another beginner Hungarian lesson. The time has finally come. Let's talk about the definite conjugation of verbs. I think that when it comes to learning Hungarian, this might be a confusing thing for learners, having to learn two different sets of suffixes and usages of the same verb. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it, so please don't ever get discouraged. By the way, I've already talked about the indefinite conjugation of verbs. Start with this video and you can take it from there. Let's dive in. First of all, the good news is that only transitive verbs can have a definite form. Transitive verbs are verbs that can have objects, like to eat, to drink, to watch, to buy, stuff like that. When we're talking about the definite form of verbs, the verbs have a definite object, meaning we use the definite articles before the object. So instead of I'm watching a movie, it's I'm watching the movie. It's actually not as hard as it seems. Alright, let's see how the regular suffixes work. Én, em, I know I keep saying this, but these suffixes are attached according to the rules of vowel harmony. Here's my video on that. Te, od, ed, öd, ő, ja, or just simply I, mi, juk, jük, ti, játok, itek, ők, ják, ik. I hope that you still remember that the way you can find the verb stem of regular verbs is to drop the ni suffix from the infinitives. Once you drop that, you're left with the verb stem, which is, in its indefinite form, actually the verb in third person singular. But in its definite form, you have to attach the correct suffix in third person singular too. Let's conjugate a few verbs. Látni, látni. To see. Én látom, én látom. I see or I can see. It can mean both, depending on the context. Te látod. Te látod. You see, you can see. Ő látja. Ő látja. He, she, it sees or can see. Mi látjuk. Mi látjuk. We see, we can see. Ti látjátok. Ti látjátok. You see, you can see. Ők látják. Ők látják. They see, they can see. Important to note that consonant assimilation happens between the t and the y sound, and they become a double or tensed y if they are between vowels. If there's a consonant on either end, they just become a simple y. Now, to show you the difference between the indefinite and the definite usage, let's take this verb in first person singular. The indefinite form is látok. Látok. I could say, látok egy házat. Látok egy házat. I see a house, or I can see a house. But if I say, látom a házat, látom a házat, it means I see the house, or I can see the house. It's one specific house. Maybe it's the house you and your friend were talking about, maybe it's the house you're about to purchase, the new house your parents moved to and you're on your way visiting them. Whatever the case is, this is one specific house. Does that make sense? Let's see another verb. Szeretni. Szeretni. To like or to love. Én szeretem. Én szeretem. I like or I love. Te szereted. Te szereted. You like, you love. Ő szereti. Ő szereti. He, she, it likes or loves. Mi szeretjük. Mi szeretjük. We like or we love. Same consonant assimilation happens, take note of that. Ti szeretitek. Ti szeretitek. You like, you love. Ők szeretik. Ők szeretik. They like, they love. Once again, a quick example. Szeretek enni. Szeretek enni. I like to eat. This sentence doesn't even have an object, so we use the indefinite conjugation. But szeretem a gulyást. Szeretem a gulyást. I like goulash or I love goulash. Which is true, it's awesome. Now, as you can see, in cases like this, we use the definite article before the noun, unlike English. So that immediately implies the definite conjugation of this verb. But I think it's still understandable for all you native English speakers out there. You're talking about one specific dish that you like. Küldeni. Küldeni. To send. Én küldöm. Én küldöm. I send. Te küldöd. Te küldöd. You send. Ő küldi. Ő küldi. He, she sends. Mi küldjük. Mi küldjük. We send. Consonant assimilation happens between the D and the J sound. They become a J. Küldjük. Ti külditek. Ti külditek. You send. Ők küldik. Ők küldik. They send. So, for example, levelet küld, levelet küld, or küld egy levelet. Küld egy levelet. He, she sends a letter or is sending a letter. It can mean both, depending on the context. But, küldi a levelet. Küldi a levelet. He, she sends or is sending the letter. One specific letter. Let's do one more. Kinyitni. Kinyitni. To open. Én kinyitom. Én kinyitom. I open. Te kinyitod. Te kinyitod. You open. Ő kinyitja. Ő kinyitja. He, she, it opens. Consonant assimilation, pay attention. Mi kinyitjuk. Mi kinyitjuk. We open. Ti kinyitjátok. Ti kinyitjátok. You open. Ők kinyitják. Ők kinyitják. They open. For example, kinyitunk egy ajtót. Kinyitunk egy ajtót. We open a door. Maybe we're in a long hallway with lots of doors and we randomly open one. But kinyitjuk az ajtót. Kinyitjuk az ajtót. We open the door. One specific door. Maybe it's the door to lots of hidden treasures, or to the other realm, or simply the door of the convenience store. But it's one specific door. Guys, if you have any trouble understanding this, feel free to ask questions in the comment section below. Thank you for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my PayPal information is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok! A viszontlátásra!